Greetings, amazing people. I welcome you in this beautiful channel of ours. I just want to send a big shout out to each one of you who is always here for the new episodes, for the new content that we put up in this amazing channel. Just to keep you in the times, this channel has been put here for the reasons of inspiration, for the reasons of sharing inspiring content, for the reasons of uplifting each other, for the reasons of creating a realization in each one of us to realize that we've come on this planet to make a difference somehow, to add value somehow, to make contributions somehow in this beautiful planet of ours. Which is why every time, whenever I get the chance, I make sure that I create something, whether it's entertaining, whether it's educating, whether it's motivating, whether it's inspiring. I make sure that there is something that any other person who may fall in this channel will find it somehow adding value to their life, which is why this channel exists. So please, amazing people, I ask and I request you to make sure that you subscribe to this channel. You invite your friends and relatives to come in here and show us love and subscribe, so that by the end of this year, we should be at least at 400 plus subscribers. That's the goal that we have at this point. So make sure that you subscribe and you invite everyone that you know. You share this on WhatsApp everywhere to make sure that your friends also come and share and watch and enjoy the amazing content that we have in this beautiful channel of ours. My name is Lesego Montsho, however my Kiswahili name is Nuria Mila. So today's episode is about the insightful nuggets. Insightful nuggets is a section in this channel whereby we just share outstanding knowledge, we just share exceptional wisdom, we just share amazing cognizant nudges, amazing, important, wise, wisdom-filled insights that may transform your life and that may help you to view the life and have a different perspective of how the world operates. So in today's episode, we will be talking about innovation and vision. So one thing that you need to understand, my dear friends, is that in each one of us, in the deep parts of us, in our hearts, there exists great seeds of business in each one of us. Each one of us has great seeds of business that are within us. Every one of us carries potential seeds of great industry in them. Unfortunately, most people die without having fulfilled those seeds that are within them. Which is why in this episode, I want to talk to you about business development and innovation, which is a very, very important topic. So make sure that you don't move, you don't change this episode, you don't move to another video without having finished watching this episode. I want you to realize that the biggest gift that God ever gave us as humans is not sight, but vision. The greatest seed that God ever gave us as humans is not sight, but vision. The reason why vision is more important than sight is because sight is the function of the eyes. However, vision is the function of the heart. Let me repeat that. Sight is the function of the eyes. You get what I mean? The fact that you can see me in this video, you can see what I'm wearing, you can see what color is my hair, you can see the color of every other accessory that is around here. That's sight. However, vision is the function of the heart. Your ability to see through and beyond what you see in this picture, in this video. That's vision. The greatest gift that God ever gave us is not sight but vision. For the reasons that sight is the function of the eyes, whereas vision is the function of the heart. Let me repeat that. Sight is the function of the eyes, whereas vision is the function of the heart. Therefore, successful entrepreneurs are not people who are any different from you and I. They're just people who decide to see things differently. And vision gives birth to a business. A business that at the end of the day outlives you as a person. You may die, but because of the vision, it will live beyond posterity. It will live beyond your existence. It will live as a legacy of your vision. That is why some of the greatest people today have died. But still up to this day, that legacy remains in form of the businesses that they have left. Today, Apple Inc. still exists, continues to innovate, continues to think differently because vision is the function of the heart and not the function of sight. So, successful entrepreneurs, my dear friends, are just people who decide to think and see things differently. Just like you know that the Apple Inc. slogan used to be think differently. And that's what it is. That's what it is. It's about you seeing things differently from how ordinary people see them. So, my dear friends, vision is the capacity. Vision is the capacity to see beyond or further than what your eyes can see. Whereas sight is just ability to look. The way in which you are looking at this video and you can tell that, those are books, that's a globe, that's a sanitizer, that's a study lamp, that's a flag, that's a stationery, that's seeing, you can see this. But vision is going beyond what you see and building bigger concepts out of that, building bigger meanings out of that, building bigger understanding out of that. That's vision. Whereas on the other hand, sight is just seeing, the function of eyes. It's just that. And I want you to realize that. All true business leaders, understand the word true. All true business leaders, because these days we have a lot of fake, right? We have a lot of inauthentic. We have a lot of fly-by-nights. We have a lot of scams. We have a lot of con artists. We have a lot of, people who portray the whole image of success in how they present themselves, when in actual fact they are not that, right? You have to know that all true business leaders, underline the word true, all true business leaders are visionaries. All true business leaders are visionaries because eyes that look are common, but eyes that see are rare. That's because everyone can look, but it's not everyone who can see. Most people are blind, they're walking blind. They can see, yes, they can see. That is why people pass opportunities every day. Whereas they sound smart in the streets of social media, whereas they sound woke, whereas they know it all, but still they pass opportunities out there because of this aspect of vision. Vision is the ability to see what average people cannot see. Vision is the ability to see beyond what average persons cannot see. Because everyone can see. Everyone can see, everyone can know. But not everyone can comprehend. Not everyone can have the awareness. Not everyone can be cognizant. beyond ordinary. And it takes that extraordinary comprehension, extraordinary ability to picture beyond the ordinary scape and realm that vision is backed. And what separates successful people from unsuccessful people is just that, the ability to see things differently. And business is just that. Business is just in being able to see things differently from how average people look at them. It's Mr. Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple Inc., who said that, "Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in square holes. You can vilify them, quote them, disagree with them. About one thing you cannot do is to ignore them. Because these people, they see things differently. They move the human race forward. These people are crazy enough to think they can change the world. And while others see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do." And that's where Apple Inc., when it was relaunched in 1997, they gave it a slogan that's titled "Think Different." Because it takes us back to this aspect of vision. Vision is to look further than what your eyes can see. Vision is seeing beyond or seeing differently from what others can see. And that's what separates successful business entrepreneurs and unsuccessful people. In addition to that, one of the effective traits of successful people is the ability to think outside the box. The ability to think outside the box, because these days everyone thinks within the box. These days everyone wants to flow in the same direction. Everyone is a replica of someone else. Everyone is into the Me Too missions. You know what I mean? If it works for that person, it can work for me, then I copy it. If it worked for so and so, then I copy it. That is why even these days we don't have great leaders. We don't have great leaders. We just have self-seeking figures who go into leadership positions for what is in it for them, not to solve humanitarian problems. Because true business leaders became what they are. They end what they are known for simply because they solved human problems. Apple Inc., Steve Jobs and his team, they always thought of ways in which they can solve human problems, right? They always crunched. They always thought of ways in which they can come up with innovative solutions to problems that exist in the communications realm, in the tech industry. That is what they always focused on. That is why each and every time when a new version of Apple comes, that focus is on the portability. That focus is on the convenience. That focus is on the quality. That focus is on the premium value that they can add to what they already have. And that's what vision does. Vision always focuses on solving problems. And in solving problems, there comes a reward. A reward comes in form of money. A reward comes in form of a legacy. A reward comes in form of building trust. A reward comes in building a strong value chain, right? And that's what most people today cannot do, especially in Africa. That is why we have greedy leaders. That is why we have people who walk into politics thinking that they can mix politics with business by using their power of being in those positions. I can easily award myself a tender fraudulently so that I can move ahead. But that's not a true business person, right? Yeah, maybe that we can call a politicpreneur, something of that kind. But that's not an entrepreneur, because entrepreneurs are people who are disruptors, are people who bring innovative disruption, creative destruction. And one last thing that I need to cover is that true business leaders are the people who are able to combine old ideas and new ideas to bring new results. Let me repeat that again. True business visionaries are the people who are able to combine old business ideas and new ideas to bring new results. That's what they are. They do not conform to the patterns or to the conventional patterns. They do not conform to the traditions. They are anti-tradition, if that's the right word to use. They always think outside the box. They constantly think outside the box. And that is why they bring what is called creative destruction in entrepreneurship. So with all that, my people, next part of this episode, which is part 2, I'll be sharing with you nuggets on innovation. Right now we're just entering, and I just gave you the hints on what it means to be a visionary and what separates or what's the difference between vision and sight. Because it's not everyone who has vision. Many people think they do, but then they don't. Many people go around calling themselves visionaries, but they're not anywhere close to being visionaries, because only a few can see. Many people have eyes that look, but few people have eyes that truly see. We have many blind, the walking blind in this world. Only a few can see things, which is why only a few become successful entrepreneurs, successful business visionaries. With all that, my people, it's a piece from me. My name is Lesego Montsho, the young visionary of all times, your amazing author right here. My book is here. If you want to learn more about vision and other outstanding concepts, this is the book that you should go for. It's available on Amazon.com. It's available in Nuria Store. If you're in Nairobi, Kenya, go to Nuria Store at Nairobi CBD, or you can just go online and click nuria.co.ke if you're in Kenya. If you feel lazy to go to Nuria Store, just go on your phone and click nuria.co.ke. If you're in Botswana, go to Botswana Book Center in Main Mall and you can buy a physical copy there. You can also go to Bala Books in Rail Park Mall. You can also go on Amazon.com. For those of you who are in other parts of the world, go on Amazon.com. You will get it for only $19 on Amazon. And then in Botswana, you get it for 200 pula. And then in Kenya, you can get it for something like 2,000 Kenyan shillings. So with all that, it's a piece from me, from a friend, the visionary of all times, Miss Lesego Montsho. Lots of peace, lots of love, lots of great vibes and energy. Stay tuned for the next part of this episode. Peace.